travel to be able to go to the mine and come back. And so I didn't have time to go to the mine. So this time, you know, we just met in this small city that I was at. And when, you know, he told me, you know, the numbers on, you know, what I could anticipate and what they were going to need and all that. And I said, well, no, that, you know, that can't be right. And he said, yeah. And they literally have less than a ton of new material. And we only take the high grade material. We don't take any of the low grade material.
Pretty.
And so it could be that unless something drastically changes, and I know a ton sounds like a lot, but you have to realize just to cut this necklace, and you see just this, and it's cut all out of solid rough, right?
Yeah, these are big pieces
the nugget,
in the necklace.
Right? This is the material, and these are the nuggets. And this is a large nugget. This is specimen grade, but I mean, the nuggets, you know, can even be like down to this size, or even lower. But this is all cut from the natural rough. It takes about 3 pounds of this rough material to create any one of these necklaces, because you lose so much. You lose over 70% just on your first cutting. So it takes, if you think about it, you know, and you tell somebody, well, yeah, I got 2,000 pounds of turquoise, they go, oh my gosh, that's phenomenal. Do you realize that's only about 700 of these necklaces? 700.
It's really crazy when you think about it.
You know, it really, now if you're cutting cabochons or something like that, you know, a ton will go a long ways. But if you're cutting beads at all, forget it. I mean, you just waste so much material when you're doing it. But you know, people, they don't want just cabochons, they want the beads also. So it could be, if you're one of those turquoise collectors, if you're a person who really likes, and I have so many of the people that over the years are collecting turquoise. And a lot of these turquoises that we used to have, you can no longer get them anymore. I mean, they're literally gone. So if you're interested in collecting Cloudy Mountain, which is very unique, very different, it might be that we're not really going to see. I was hoping to have several years on this material in a big run, but they just kind of, the vein just kind of all of a sudden just dropped, and they really haven't. They're digging back into the hill now. They're kind of into the deposit, and they're hoping that once they get back down to that level, that original level, that they're going to run into it again.
It's such a pretty name too, Cloudy Mountain Turquoise. It's sort of also, I mean, like, I think the shape of the stones are these raw, chunky, freeform shapes. You see alternating rondelles with the beautiful sort of nuggets that are almost, I mean, look at the size of these. And this is the real deal. This is solid, genuine gemstone, solid sterling silver jewelry. You see it's graduated in design, so you have the larger stones here at the very front of the necklace, and then it slightly tapers and graduates to a smaller stone all the way around the back. So every single angle you see is that beautiful, intense robin's egg blue color. And you also have the extender on the back. So all of Jay's necklaces come with this extender. This is all solid sterling silver, so all precious metal. You can wear it anywhere between the 18-inch length, or you can wear it up to almost 3 inches longer, and it even has that beautiful little heart charm at the very end. So you can wear up to that 21-inch length. You'll see the same alternating rondelles as well as the chunky nuggets in both the earrings and the bracelet if you want to put the whole look together. And because, hey, it's all on 5 FlexPay today, let's see, 16 plus 12, you're at 28, and then you can add the necklace. So for a little more than $55, you could do all 3. You could have this beautiful color. And I love just the hint of matrix, because no 2 stones look exactly alike. They sort of come to life.
Well, matrix, to be honest with you, is, as long, you know, the color and everything, as long as the matrix isn't smudgy, or doesn't, but did you see this as they were panning down? And I usually hate those shots, to be honest with you, but because it's very, sometimes it really doesn't show the material well. But you could see as they were panning down, did you see the spider veins of the caramel matrix? See how it's light, and see how it's kind of like a caramel color? And then if it's not, do you see that? See the reds?
Yeah.
That's really, really unusual. And what that is that's ferrous oxide. And so what that is iron oxide crystals that have formed within the deposit as the turquoise is formed. you know what's really unique about turquoise, and what's really, turquoise, you don't even find it on every continent. I mean, there's whole continents that there is zero, literally zero turquoise. And the reason is because it takes so many different variables have to be present, so many elements, so many minerals, so many conditions have to be met for turquoise to actually form. Turquoise is what we call a secondary replacement. It's the same as precious opal, which is a secondary replacement. What that means is they're hydrated stones, so they're in solution. So how turquoise is formed is, let's say that you have an earthquake or you have volcanic activity, you have something that creates a space within the earth. Pretty. And then you have to have 27 different elements and minerals present for turquoise to actually form. There's actually 27 different elements and minerals that have to be there. And what happens is, as it rains, the water percolates down through the soil, and it gathers all these elements and minerals. And then when it comes to the vacant spaces, it fills that in with that solution. As that solution dries, then the turquoise starts to form and starts to crystallize.
I just love this color. I mean, I'm showing it to you on a beautiful, I have sort of a burnt orange, sort of a sienna sunset colored dress, and you see how that turquoise really pops. You saw it in the bright yellow that Victoria, our beautiful model, is wearing. So when you have turquoise on, it's suddenly, like this is the ultimate accessory. This is the perfect stone for summer. Another December birthstone. Be sure to add the bracelet and the earrings if you want this beautiful color, which I just think is so serene, it's so mesmerizing, it's so intoxicating. When you've got that beautiful, dreamy sky blue color. Maybe it's that Caribbean blue, maybe it reminds you of a Bahama blue, maybe it's your Fiji blue, wherever you love to vacation, that is that dreamy blue color that you don't want to be without. So put the entire collection together. If you want all three on FlexPay, we do have all 5 flexible payments available for you with J. King's visit today. So jump right in. That means you can space your payments out over the next 5 months. And if you're new to J. King, I can't wait to introduce you to more of his fabulous designs. And you'll get to always know the story behind the stones. He is